Hello, Satnam, and welcome to day 4 of the meditation challenge. So I'm back inside today. Didn't get it done before it got dark, so I'm here at the root shop, filling in and helping people with herbs and all that kind of fun stuff today. So I wanted to, we'll keep this short and sweet. It's a little late today. But I did want to throw out just a little bit of a prompt for you to remember that the whole goal here is to keep your practice short and simple, because that will help to build momentum and confidence. If you only have to sit there, if you're planning to just do, let's say, 3 minutes or 5 minutes of a practice, it's a lot easier to get into your day than 10 minutes or 12 minutes or 15 or 30 minutes or anything like that. And so the reason I want to throw that out today is because after 4 days, you may feel like you're starting to get just a little bit of maybe familiarity with the practice. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm starting to feel this, or I'm starting to feel good about this. Or maybe even you're having some really good experiences with it or whatever. And as we normally do, a little bit is good, more must be better, right? Let's pile on more. And while a little bit more can be beneficial, I want to caution you to extending your practice too quickly too soon. One of the things I learned is that I actually found it was more beneficial if I would hold myself back a little bit from charging forward, and wait just a little bit until I'm really like craving more, like every day. And by doing that, you do one of two things. One, you prevent yourself from overcommitting yourself. If you have a good consistency going with 3 minutes or 5 minutes or something around that ballpark, just keep that consistency going. Every once in a while, you could try and throw in 7 minutes or a couple extra minutes if you just felt good that day. But don't all of a sudden start saying, okay, now I'm going to do 7 minutes every day, or I'm going to do 11 minutes every day. Keep the intention to that original amount, maybe between 3 and 5 minutes. And that way, if you start saying, okay, now I'm going to do 11 minutes every day, and so now you're going to do 11 minutes for the next 2 or 3 days, and all of a sudden you get really busy and you just can't squeeze 11 minutes in, and you have to revert back to the 5 minutes, you don't want it to feel like a failure. And so that's why I say, early on, before you've really built up a lot of confidence and a realization that this practice is so powerful and so beneficial for you, you want to keep things really nice and simple to accomplish for yourself, and just keep building up that momentum. So that's the main thing I wanted to throw out there for you. Also, I heard from a couple people just comments that this practice has been really, really good for shifting a mood, right? Something's happening or whatever, or I'm not quite in the right frame of mind for doing something, and then I do the practice, and then all of a sudden now I'm able to do whatever it was going to be a lot easier, and my mind's just a lot clearer and focused. And yeah, a resounding yes, a resounding confirmation of that is one of the main benefits of this practice, is that it really, really can help in that way so much, which is why I also say that it's a great tool to use as a transition tool, right? So if you've had a really busy day at work, and then you're going to go home and you've got to sort of, almost like you change hats, right? Like you've got your work mode hat on, and then you're going to go into the house, and now you've got a different role, whether you're going to be the dad at home or the mom at home, or your roles change in some way. And if you have a stressful time over here doing whatever you're doing, you don't want to bring that stress back home. Or likewise, if you had a stressful morning at home, you don't want to necessarily bring that into the workplace and continue that. So this practice also is a great tool to use as a transition, as sort of like a mental and energetic cleanse in between changing roles or changing modes in your day. So think about that too. Like, you don't have to just do 3 minutes, let's say in the morning. You could also do it later on in the day, or use it, start thinking about how you may be able to use this practice as a tool. Like, have it in your tool bag, so that when things happen, you're like, oh, okay, this has happened. I'm feeling this way. I know I need this result. I've got to shift my mood or something. I've got this tool that I can use. Let me go to that tool. So start looking. You don't have to necessarily make it hard to do or anything. You don't have to constantly have it on your mind. Oh, where can I do it? But just sort of have it in the back of your mind, like, oh, that's right, now I've got a new tool set or a tool that I can use. So when an opportunity pops up, oh, that's right, I can do this thing. So keep that in mind. Keep it nice and short on your day-to-day practice, and be aware that this can be something that you use as a tool to shift your mood when you're in need of a change. All right, that's all I'm going to have for you today. I hope you're doing great. This is day 4, so hopefully if you've done all 4 days, you're starting to feel just a little bit of that momentum, a little bit of confidence building, that you've been able to do it all 4 days. Maybe you haven't done it at the same time every day. That's okay. You're just trying to squeeze it in wherever you can. If at all possible, like I said, try, if that's been you, if you've had to just put it at different times each day, try to see if you can do something consistently at a designated time, whatever time that is. Like I said, maybe just 30 seconds of this practice, or just 30 seconds of deep breathing. Again, what I'm trying to encourage you to do is to identify a time and to show up for yourself at that time when it's at all possible. Sometimes it's not going to happen, but if you can start to do that, you're starting to tell yourself that you're interested in shifting priorities, even though if maybe right now you can't lock in that priority change. But at least you're saying to yourself, I'm interested and I want to be able to change my priorities. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for continuing. I'm always amazed at some of the feedback that I get and how amazing this practice can be. So keep it going. Show up for yourself every day. And I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Satnam. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.